My name is Ethan, I'm 28, and I live in San Diego. Seriously, you're jealous of my guy friends. She asked it while staring at her phone, her thumb tapping a back-and-forth joke to Leo or Brandon or whoever else she had been texting since midnight. I looked at her calmly, not anymore. She didn't even look up, just smirked. That's when I knew the version of her I loved was gone. If she ever existed at all. 6 years. That's how long I gave her. We met in grad school. She studied behavioral psychology. I was in corporate strategy. We fit like puzzle pieces, sharp where the other was soft. She challenged me, laughed at my sarcasm, made me feel seen. She had this way of leaning in, as if every word I said mattered. I thought that meant something. The first crack came during a weekend in San Jose. Her phone lit up at 2:14 a.m. while she was in the shower. I didn't look at it, but I noticed she grabbed it before drying off. I told myself I was being paranoid. The second crack, she started wearing perfume on girls' nights, the kind she used to save for our anniversaries. Then the name Leo started showing up more. A coworker. She said, "We just click, you know." I nodded, said I trusted her, and I did until trust stopped. Making sense, the confirmation came on a Tuesday. She left her laptop open in the kitchen, said she had a webinar rushed out. Her texts synced 2 messages. I wasn't snooping, not really. I just saw his name, Leo. I read he's so emotionally clueless. I have to walk him through everything. Wish I could just be with you instead. And don't feel bad. I fake it half the time anyway. He doesn't notice. I read the thread in silence. No reaction, no pacing, no yelling, just a quiet closing of the screen. That night I brought home her favorite takeout, kissed her forehead, told her she looked beautiful. She smiled, relieved, and I began to carefully dismantle her life. Step 1. Observation. I studied her the way a scientist studies lab rats, her triggers. Her patterns, shifts in tone, emotional tells. She was addicted to attention, not love, to validation. She needed to be needed. That was her weakness. Step 2. Evidence. I mirrored her phone using software I had written years ago. It was legal, clever, undetectable. Every message, call, location ping. I had it all. Step 3. Detachment. No confrontation, no guilt, just execution. I filed for an LLC in her name. A wellness coaching brand she had been talking about. For years, I built the site, got her logos. Designed, created the illusion of momentum, sent her a mock-up. Portfolio, as if a designer had reached out to me by mistake. She lit up, "This is perfect. Can I actually use this?" I smiled. "Of course, you deserve it." She didn't know the site's backend. Tracked every login, every edit, her IP. Her browser, her timestamp documented, archived. Step 4. Legal leverage. I contacted a friend, Chloe, a family law attorney. She drafted a separation agreement. I wasn't looking for alimony or vengeance. I wanted clean power. We weren't married, but she had. Used my accounts to start her brand. Even used my funds unknowingly. That made things interesting. I waited 2 months. Let her dig deeper. More late-night work calls, more private. Jokes, more lies. She didn't notice I had stopped asking. Then I invited her to dinner, a quiet restaurant downtown. She wore red, smelled like bergamot and betrayal. We ordered wine. I handed her a wrapped box. Inside a printed transcript. Dozens of her texts with Leo. Highlighted lines, dates, locations. All with legal timestamps, digital receipts. She stared, blinking. I poured her wine. "What is this?" I tilted my head. "Evidence." Her throat moved, but no sound came. "I'm not confronting you," I said. "I'm informing you." Her fingers trembled. "Is this a joke?" "No," I said, but that I nodded toward the papers is the punchline. I slid over the separation letter. No threats, just clarity. Everything she had touched, the brand, the funding. The IP was tied to me, signed under my name, which made her emails And promotions legally problematic. She looked at the letter, then me. You set me up. No, I said, you set yourself up. I just kept receipts. She opened her mouth, closed it. I leaned forward. There's no lawsuit, no press. I don't need chaos. I need you gone. A beat. You don't love me anymore, she whispered. I shrugged. I loved who you pretended to be. Then I stood. Your things will be packed by Saturday, keys revoked by Sunday. Leo can help you move. She showed up at my door the next night, makeup smeared. Breath sharp with vodka. I made a mistake. I watched her. No, you didn't, I said. You made a choice. Then I closed the door. 3 months later, her brand was dissolved. Turns out, faking certifications to sell coaching services is frowned upon by the state. Leo moved to Denver. She didn't go with him. Chloe sent me a screenshot of the letter she received from her lawyer. It was laughably weak. She tried to rebuild on LinkedIn, on Instagram, but once people dig, they always find the cracks. I never responded, not once. Some nights I remember her leaning against my chest, pretending to listen to my heartbeat like it mattered. She never heard the rhythm, but I did, and I used it to time every move. Now silence feels like justice, and justice like peace.